Alright, so let's go and take a look at the additional exercises. Here we'll use the product of logarithms to write each logarithm as a sum and simplify. It says log base 20 of xy, so we're going to rewrite that as log base 20 of x plus log base 20 of y. Alright, let's try number 2. So we're going to rewrite that as log base 3 of 81 plus log base 3 of x. 81 though is 3 to the 4th power. So that's log base 3 of 3 to the 4th power, which is just going to simplify to 4. So we'll get 4 plus log base 3 of x. Alright, so here we got the quotient rule. So this is going to be log base 5 of the numerator minus log base 5 of the denominator. 25 is 5 squared, so that's going to simplify to 2. So that's going to give us log base 5 of t. I'm going to put that in parentheses so we know it's clear of that, and then subtract 2 is separate. All right, let's try this next one. So this is going to be ln of 13 minus ln of e. ln and e are composing a function with the inverse. My exponent's 1. So that's going to simplify to 1. So we're going to get the natural log of 13 minus 1. Alright, so let's go and do some more complicated ones. So we have a product, log of a product. We're going to write as sum of the log of the factors. And then I need to bring these exponents in front. So that gives us 5 log base 2 of x plus 6 log base 2 of y. Now here we separate these out. That's in my numerator, so that log is going to be positive. These two factors are on the bottom, so those will be negative. And then I'm just going to bring the exponents out in front. So this becomes 7 log base 4 of a minus 2 log base 4 of b minus log base 4 of c. Let's try this next one. We have a factor of 3a and b. So we're just going to write the sum of the log of each factor. So this will be log base 2 of 3 plus log base 2 of a plus log base 2 of b. And then that's it. Alright, this next one's a little bit more complicated. So let's tackle the numerator first. This is log base 5 of 3 plus, log base 5 of x to the 7th. And then I've got these three factors on the bottom, minus log base 5 of 125, minus log base 5 of w to the 4th, or sorry, not w, y to the 4th, minus log base 5 of z squared. Now this we're going to be able to simplify because 125 is the same thing as 5 to the 3rd. And if I do log base 5 of 5 to the 3rd, that's going to give me 3. So that's going to simplify to 3. Can't simplify that any further, so that just comes down as log base 5 of 3. The 7 I can pull out in front, so that'd be 7 log base 5 of x. This was a minus here. And then I could bring the 4 here in front, minus 4 log base 5 of y. And I can bring the 2 in front, so minus 2 log base 5 of z. Alright, so let me circle that, so that'll be your answer. And let's go to the next page. And so now we're going backwards. So I'm going to bring the 8 and the 4 up as powers. And since I have addition, I'm going to rewrite that as a product. So we want to do the same thing in number 10. I'm going to bring up the 6 and the 2 as powers. So this would be log base 5 of m to the 6th power minus log base 5 of n to the 2nd power plus log base 5 of v. So now these two logs are positive, so I want those factors in the numerator. So the m to the 6 and v are going to go in the numerator. Then n squared, we're going to shoot down to the denominator. So that would be our answer. Alright, let's try this next one. I'm going to bring that 6 up as a power, so that's log base 2 of t to the 6. Bring the 7 up, that's log base 2 of u to the 7th. Bring the 3 up, that's log base 2 of x cubed. Bring up the 9, let's log base 2 of v to the 9th. So just bring up the 6, the 7, the 3, and the 9. Just kind of double check my signs here. Plus, negative, plus, negative. Alright, so now let's put everything together. So let's see. this is positive, and this log is positive. So t to the 6, x to the third are going to go in the numerator. These folks here are negative logs, so those factors, u to the 7th, v to the 9th, will go in the denominator. Let's try this next one. So again, I want to bring up the powers. So this becomes minus log base 8 of y squared minus log base 8 of z to the 6 plus log base 8 of w to the third. So just go ahead and bring up the 2, bring up the 6, and bring up the 3 as powers. This is positive and that's positive, so the x and w cubed are going to go in the numerator. And then these folks are negative. So the y squared and z to the 6 are going to go in the denominator. So you just want to kind of keep practicing those properties just so you get very comfortable with them.